What's going on, everybody? It's Big T with GreenWallSt.com, back with another video, and I stumbled upon an article today, which is actually a bit of an older article, but it was the first time that I saw it, and I had to make a video on it. The headline of the article reads, "An NFT of Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey's first tweet has lost almost all of its $2.9 million value." This was one of the big headlines last year when NFTs were first coming on and really becoming mainstream. And one of the headline articles was this guy who bought I want to say a picture, but an NFT of Jack Dorsey's first tweet, and he spent $2.9 million on it. And apparently, as of the time of this article, it is now worth $9,968, which for my math whizzes out there, that's a loss of $2,905,867. My man got rugged. Now, obviously, if you got $3 million to buy an NFT, it's probably not bothering you too much. But I think this is just one of many tales of excess that was happening throughout 2020 and 2021, when there was, a ton of money in the system overall, and everything's hitting all-time highs. And there was a lot of talk back then of people just not really understanding what was going on, and it was a new way of investing and a new paradigm, and these things were gonna take over the world. And that's not to say that like NFTs and crypto and blockchain technology, it will most definitely have an impact in the future, just like the internet had a major impact on the way we live. But I view things like this as like kind of the early days of the internet. Obviously, I was just a kid when that stuff was coming to fruition, but I go back and I read and research, and a lot of what was happening in the late 90s is very similar. I mean, it's a pretty big parallel to today with crypto and NFTs. And obviously the internet changed the way that we lived, right? And I'm sure that maybe NFTs and blockchain doesn't have as big of an impact. Maybe it does, but that doesn't mean that 95% of the projects and things that are in the works now don't go to zero, right? Just like a lot of the early internet companies went to zero. But from the ashes, as you continue to build on that underlying technology, obviously some of the biggest, baddest companies and inventions that we've ever seen in the history of the world came out of that. And I'm sure it will be the same with things like NFTs and the blockchain and crypto. But I think this is good. You might look at an article like this and think that it's, overwhelmingly bad, but the job of a bear market and what we've been going throughout 2022 is trying to work out the excess that was in the market over the past couple of years. Obviously, there was a lot of it. So I think when you see articles like this, it might look terrible, and obviously it's a shocking headline. But this is the job of a bear market. And the more stuff that you see like this, I think the closer and closer you get to returning to some level of normalcy and reaching equilibrium. Because look, not just this one NFT, like all of the high-flying tech stocks and SPACs and IPOs and NFTs and crypto, it has been murdered this year. And I don't take joy in that. Obviously, people are losing money in that. But again, to return back to a level of normalcy, reach some sort of equilibrium, that's what has to happen before we can stabilize and start to, continue to build from a place of stability and a solid foundation in the market. So again, the more and more stuff I see like this, the more encouraged that I get that a lot of the excess is being worked off, and the less risky things are becoming as we move forward. So markets continued their climb today on Monday. Obviously, it's Tuesday when you're watching this, so that could totally be foobarred by now. But the market bottom is holding for now. We'll see how much longer that can continue. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. And thank you all so much for tuning into the video. I will catch you next time, probably with some actual trading vids. And I had to talk about that article because that was good to see. That was good to see. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you right back here next time. Peace out, everybody.